In this video, I'm going to show you how to deposit funds into a pool, how to bond them, and in subsequent videos, I'm going to show you how to remove those funds, and then also how to find out which pools are going to give you the best returns. Now, this is a series of short videos that I'm doing that's showing you everything you need to know how to use the Osmosis Dex. This is a decentralized exchange and is the biggest decentralized exchange for assets within the Cosmos ecosystem.
TOKENMETRICS is a cryptocurrency investment platform that helps users leverage machine learning to become better crypto investors. Our in-depth analysis helps eliminate the emotions of investing, find profitable investment opportunities, and filters out scams.
Now, the first thing I want to do is make sure my VPN is on. This encrypts all the data going in and out of my computer. I have an affiliate link, nordvpn.com/cryptorich, and that'll give you up to 2/3 off some of their packages. Now, to get into the DEX, I want to go to osmosis.zone. I click on Launch App, and this takes me to app.osmosis.zone. And the first page it takes me to is the swap page. I want to connect the wallet and connect Kepler wallet. And I've done a video on how to set up Kepler, which is a browser-based extension wallet. That's now connected. Now what I want to do is I want to deposit some assets from the wallet onto the DEX. So I go to Assets, and I have Osmo already. That's in my wallet. It's already on the DEX because it's the same program, same code, same smart contract. I've got a little bit of Atom. I'm going to deposit the Atom. Click on that. There you go. 0.05902. I'm going to change that to 4 because I always want to leave a little bit behind in the wallet for transaction fees. Now approve the transaction. Go to low, and you'll see how quickly that is. The transaction is broadcasting, and it doesn't take long at all. And average and fast or high fees are even faster than that. But as you can see, that's no big deal, right? It's taken no time at all. Hide zero balances, and it'll show up in a moment. Let me just delete that. What I've got in the page, there's the Osmo. And then I want to see, well, which pool do I want to put it in? Before I do, the Atom has now turned up. So let's just hide zero balances again. I'm going to go to Pools. And this is a list of the superfluid pools. This is where I get the pool rewards, plus I get some of the staking rewards by depositing tokens in the pool. Now, what is a pool? Well, ordinarily, if I wanted to go to an exchange, to a centralized exchange, and I wanted to buy or sell particular cryptos, I have to make sure there's a buyer on the other side. Now, with a centralized exchange like Binance, there's so much liquidity, there's so much trading going on, it's always possible to encounter a buyer. But with a decentralized exchange, there isn't anywhere, there's no center counterparty where everybody meets and congregates. There's no reserve of funds or anything like that, except they are kept on the smart contract. So decentralized exchanges, I've got the private keys. It's my crypto. There's no counterparty risk, but they are on a code, and the code is vulnerable to hacks. It is vulnerable to bugs. So do your own due diligence. Don't put in any more than you can afford to lose. But what happens with a pool, instead of me waiting for somebody else on the other side, say I want to sell some Atom for Osmo, instead of me waiting for somebody else on the other side to sell their Osmo for Atom, what happens is there's a pool of Atom and Osmo, and I trade in and out of that. So I sell Osmo to the pool, and I buy Atom from the pool, or I buy Atom from the pool, or I sell Atom for the pool, and I buy Osmo for the pool. Now, in order to make sure there's enough tokens, enough liquidity in the pools, the projects, they provide incentives. So if I leave my Osmo in an Atom Osmo pool, I will get a share of the swap fees. Plus, there are also additional incentives, which are really determined by the particular projects with regards to their particular tokens. So some pools can be way more lucrative than others, depending upon the incentives and depending upon the APR. Now, in a subsequent video, I'm going to show you what I do to find the best pools. You know, how to work out to put crypto in this pool or that pool. How do I determine it? And then you can work it out for yourself. But in this video, I'm just going to show you how to deposit in the pools. And I'm going to deposit in the Atom Osmo pool. This has the largest liquidity, $68.2 million worth. So I'm going to put it in here. Click on that. Let me just hide myself. And here you can see it's had a trading volume of 1.3 million in the last 24 hours. It has 68.1 million liquidity. There's a swap fee of 0.2%. So the fees, I think 0.2% from the swap fee goes to the pool, the people that have their coins in the pool, and it's shared out between them. Let's click on this. And here you can see it's a 50-50 split. 50% Atom in dollar terms, 50% Osmo in dollar terms. Some pools, like the Ion Osmo pool, has 80% Osmo and 20% Ion. So it's not always 50-50, but it usually is. Now, what I want to do is I want to add liquidity. So I've already got some Atom and I've already got some Osmo. So I click on Add Liquidity, and automatically it reads from what I've got in the assets that I've already deposited on the smart contract. Now, if I click on that, that's 48 cents worth of Atom, and it automatically chooses the equivalent in Osmo. So then I add liquidity, and I have to approve the transaction. If I do low fee, there's no fee. Click on that, and you'll see how quick it is. The transaction is broadcasting, and I'm going to show you another way of doing it because I've got way more Osmo than I have Atom, and I could go to the swap page and convert half of it to Atom, but they've made it so easy. The people that have designed this project, the Osmo Dex devs, it's a very, very easy to use Dex, and they've recently upgraded it, and they are bringing out more new features as time goes along. Okay, that transaction was successful. I've added liquidity, and here you can see that my statistics, I've got 96 cents, and I've got less than $1 unbonded, which is at 96 cents, and 3.9 shares. I'll talk about those in a moment. Now I want to add the rest. I'm going to add liquidity. I don't have any Atom, but if I click on single asset, I can toggle between Atom or Osmo. Osmo, Atom, and I've got Osmo, so I'm going to go to Osmo, put in all my available Osmo. I don't need any for fees because if I choose low, the fees are free. And then I add liquidity, approve this transaction, waiting for the transaction to be included in the block, and that is done. And now you can see I've got 135.604988 shares, which have value of 33.4, and it's unbonded 33. I'm not receiving any fees right now. I'm not going to get anything because I've not bonded them. So I'm going to be getting swap fees because I've added them to the pool, and they'll be earning 3.26 APR, which is a tiny amount. But if I bond them, which means I have to give a notice period of either 1 day or 7 days or 14 days if I want to take my crypto out. So how I do that is by scrolling down here, level 2, bond liquidity. I can bond for 1 day and then I'll get 15% APR. 7 days, 22% APR. And 14 days, I get 33% APR, plus I get superfluid staking. So I will get the staking reward for half the Osmo that I have in this pool, in addition to the bonding rewards. So it's just even more lucrative. Now I'm going to bond the shares, and I'm actually going to split them. So let's do a day, and 135 divided by 3 is, so I'll put in 45 shares here, bond for a day, low fees, transaction broadcasting, transaction successful. Now I want to bond the rest of it, 7 days, I'll do 45 again, bond, approve the transaction, transaction broadcasting, transaction successful, we want to bond again, 14 days, and now the superfluid staking kicks in, which works out as another 5% APR. So amount to bond, I'm going to choose the remainder, and I get to choose who am I going to go to. I'm going to go to Crypto Assassin as my superfluid validator, and I invite you to do so as well because that's my cousin. Okay, approve the transaction, waiting for transaction to be included in the block, validated by the validators such as Crypto Assassin, and that should go through any moment now. Now, whenever you bond with a validator, it's always a good idea to bond with validators outside the top 20, and do not bond with an exchange validator. And if you're not sure about an exchange validator, I mean, like Binance, but there may be smaller exchanges, check with the Telegram group on Osmosis or whichever particular cryptocurrency project you're bonding to, okay? All right, so that's now gone through. I have bonded all my money, all my $33 as an example, And the shares, they represent my share of the pool liquidity, which $33 out of 68.1 million, it's not a lot. But over time, it will grow and grow and grow and grow in terms of the number of shares I've got, which is 135. And hopefully that will also mean that I'll have more Atom and more Osmo. There are risks. There's things such as impermanence loss, which I'm not going to go into in this video. That'll be a subsequent video. Plus also, what could happen is that the value of the assets could go down. You know, Atom was at one point over $30 and Osmo was over $11 at one point. So that's, you know, if Bitcoin goes down, if there's another sort of debacle like FTX or something, everything will go down in dollar values. However, in those instances, hopefully over time, the crypto that I have will grow and grow and grow, because we're in a bear market, and a bear market is the time to build. All right, that's it. Thank you very much. If you have any comments or questions, let me know in the description below. Please do check out the other videos that I've done. This is number 5, and there's number 6 and 7. I might be adding more. If there's anything else you want to know about the Osmosis Dex, how to use it, let me know in the comments below. And between now and when I see you next, please keep filling your pockets with crypto profits. This is Crypto Rich signing out. All the best. Bye-bye.